framing the issue. I think the way we have framed this issue is everybody's trying to fight over the slice of the pizza. I think that's where we get into a problem, because obviously if we have a pizza which is a finite size and everybody has to fight for a slice, then if somebody gets more, one person gets less, and vice versa. I think the way to frame the issue is that the reason why we need to be inclusive and pluralistic is because we will not have to fight over the slice of the pie, because we can enlarge the pie. The pie will be bigger. The pizza will be bigger for all of us. Because when you have a nation, when you have a society that is truly respectful of its diversity, truly respectful of all people, of different class, different backgrounds, then that nation will be more at peace with itself. It will have more opportunities to innovate. It will be able to attract more talent. Despite all of our difficulties, economic difficulties, one of the reasons that we are able to borrow so much, let me put on my economist hat for a moment, one of the reasons that we get away with so much of debt is because the dollar remains the preeminent currency of trade in the world. And the reason it is that because we are one of the most, or the most stablest political system in the world. And that has, so despite all of our difficulties, we have been able to preserve a system that has created stability, more stability than any other nation in the world. And it has allowed us, in some sense, to actually get into bad behaviors of borrowing more than we should borrow. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the way to make this case of being pluralistic, whether in Jacksonville or as a nation, is that this will allow us to increase the economic pie. Because we will be attracting more talent, we will be innovating more. In today's day and age, somebody talked about the education system. I think one of the questions was about the education system. We are not competing with ourselves anymore. It is not about Florida being less or more than Alabama. That's not the yardstick anymore. We are competing with China and India. So how we educate our students, we have to measure, well, how is our competition doing? And if we cannot out-innovate the world, our best century will be the last century. But if we can continue with our pace of innovation and enhance our pace of innovation, then our best century will be the coming century.